Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of The Market Close. Let's go see what the heck is going on in the market. I just took a peek at our indices here, and it looks like indice-wise, we've actually worsened in the day. So this morning we were slipping. Right before market opened, we were down about 0.2 to 0.3%, 2 to 3 tenths of 1%. It looks like we have recently here slipped down to closer to 7 tenths, 0.7% on the Dow Jones, the S&P 500 down 0.62%, 0.39 on the Nasdaq. The Russell actually flat, which is kind of interesting with the Delta movement here. We got the VIX volatility index up again. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of our headline numbers here that we usually watch. So on the downside, we got Wayfair here really falling into the close, which is interesting because it was a pretty big stay-at-home play. We've got AMD rotating back to the downside, Redfin continuing sort of its rotation here to the downside, with DD still getting beat up by those Chinese tensions that we've got. Towards the upside, Lowe's, which was running this morning, is doing phenomenally today. And so is big digital assets. Actually, even Palantir. I mean, look at this. We've got quite a few here that are actually doing quite well today in sort of a recovery from yesterday. So we've got the indices looking pretty red, but we've actually got quite a bit of green here. Lowe's not only up 10% back to $200. Big digital on the crypto front back up here 8.53% to over $1. Got Palantir up 6% today over at 25.42 with Upstart at 212. That is pretty sure that's a new record high at we went up to 220 there at one point. Today it actually looks like we ran up to 220 at one point. That is incredible. Yeah, intraday we ran up to 220 on Upstart. Absolutely impressive. Let's see. Okay, make sure that notification went out for those of you using that. With the live streams, I have to manually do them. Sometimes that's my fault. Okay, there we go. So that should come out within like a minute. We'll see. But anyway, okay, so continuing on here, what do we have? We've got, let's see, Roblox. Back over to the 83 level. Nice sort of rally going into the close here on Roblox. Looks like a little bit of risk on again here with a movement into things like Palantir. Whoa! I did not know that Nano Dimension went all the way down to 569. Goodness gracious! I mean, look at 569 just for reference. Is over here. Let's see here, 569. That brings us over to November pricing essentially. I mean, we've peaked once at $6 before that, but boy oh boy, what a downtrend we've been here on Nano Dimension. Yeah, we'll definitely take a look at Hood earnings, and we'll look at Nvidia as well. So let's see here. Then we have XP. Yeah, by the way, for those of you signing up for the click, did it not work? No notification? That's weird. Those of you signing up to click, thank you so much. I think there might be a little bit of a delay in getting some of you in right now because we've signed up I think a couple thousand of you right now are clicking, and it's slowed down on us being able to add new people. It's like really, we could add like one person a minute now, where we used to be able to add like 100 a minute. So it's really weird. The servers, like the entire company is like freaking out, like, you guys are sending too many texts. I'm like, that's the point. So it'll get worked out. But anyway, Tattooed Chef up 4.5% here. This is a reversal to risk today, which is very, very interesting that we have this reversal to risk. It makes sense that after some pain, we would see at least some sort of a recovery, which is what we're seeing. We're not seeing necessarily a full recovery on most of these stocks, but certainly a recovery to risk. And it really shows the cognitive dissonance of of essentially the market right now. One day we're down on recoveries. One day we're down on tech, and then the next day it flips around. It's really just like, in my opinion, somebody's walking through a gym with a barbell, because we always do that reference to the barbell portfolio. But right now they're just like, where do I go? Do I go over there? Do I go there? It's just a disaster. But very interesting to see actually the indices on the negative right now, while individual stocks are doing much better here. Oh, look at that. Yeah, the Dow actually just slipped even more into the close. The Dow now down almost a full 0.8%, with the S&P down, there we go, almost a full 0.8% as well. The The indices are slipping here into the close. This is interesting. Yeah, look at the spark lines here. You got Poshmark falling, Luminaire falling, Pinterest down again 3%. Some real pain at some of these. Even Apple. Oh, Apple is slipping right into the close. That's going to be a big one pulling down the indices for sure. Coinbase coming down here as well. Let's go look really quick. Let's just do SPY. Obviously, in the grand scheme of things, this sort of decline here is like super nominal, right? We're still looking for a nice like 5% decline, kind of like what we had here in September. This is what I want. I want this kind of pain, this W right here. See that W? You can perfectly see that W. That's the kind of pain I want in the market. But right now we're barely getting started. And that's just sort of the nature of this market right now. So take a look intraday here. We are now 12 minutes to close. And you can really see we had almost this massive, here, let me take this gum out. That was good. I usually don't chew gum, but I did today. So anyway, we had this massive increase in volume over here. Look at this. We started the day out with somewhere around 150 to 250,000 in terms of volume of SPY shares. All of a sudden, towards the end of the day, we shot up here to 400 to 500,000. A little bit of a lull over here around these 200,000s. Did lull again somewhere between here 100, 150 again. And then we've got over here, look at this massive volume just pushing SPY down. Big old sell volume right now. Woo! All right. So let me see here. All right. So, that's very interesting. Wayfair, Playboy AMD. Sorry, I had to get this out. All right. Let's see here. Where were we? So we got Wayfair. We got Honest Company. Honest Company down 4.94%. AMD red. This Redfin fall. I'm waiting for 40. If I could get sub 40. Shucks. I think I'm gonna start buying. We are now under May pricing on Redfin right here, which is really, really, really incredible. This is awesome. So we're under May pricing, and it's the entire industry here. If we go over to Zillow as well, let's go to Zillow. So if we go to Zillow and we go to the day chart over here, oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I think there's a PO box somewhere. It's like 9452 Telephone Road, Ventura. Send stuff to PO box if you want. Anyway, yeah, look at this bleed out on Zillow here. Zillow right now sitting at what, $93. We're almost at October levels here. Early November, October levels. I mean, these stocks have just done nothing. You know what would be very interesting is I wonder how the trends for searches are on real estate right now. That would be interesting because that could help us understand Zillow and Redfin maybe a little bit. See if we just do real estate or like homes for sale, right? No, this has been pretty steady. Let's go 5 years back. No, I mean, that's pretty stable. Let's go, let's try homes for sale. Oh, you got a spike. Look at that. That's incredible. That's actually not what I was expecting. Yeah, look at that. We are at the highest relative strength of people looking for homes for sale. Nathan, no, you are not doing anything wrong. A lot of people, I think, like honestly, like 700 people right now are stuck in waiting for an assignment. The developers at Peerly are working to solve this. So if you are waiting for an assignment, like I'm very frustrated that we can't get you in right now, but maybe check back in like an hour or two. But we've called them quite a few times and they know. They're like the entire office is trying to fix it right now because we're sending so many texts. So stand by, Nathan. I appreciate you. But yeah. Anyway, so hopefully Peerly gets this fixed. I'm looking forward to them fixing it. In fact, let me ask if we can get some Peerly updates. Also, on that, I can say okay, so Let's see here. Okay. Now, let's see. So this was interesting on homes for sale. What about like if I just did a trend search for Redfin? Just see what people are searching. See, I mean, it's expecting that same sort of trajectory here if I move my head out of the way. But it has seen a little bit of a slowdown in relative strength compared to like April, May. It's really interesting. What if I just type in Zillow or like real estate agent? But do we wait on the page and slide? It doesn't matter. You could wait on the page. Once you get in, it automatically shows up. You could sign out, sign back in later. It makes no difference. But you can also watch me on Instagram or YouTube stories, and I'll do an update once they're like letting us put more in. I'm trying to get an update right now. We are at 4 million texts sent right now. That's insane. Holy smokes. Thank you, folks. Jeez. That's crazy. That's within like an hour and a half, 4 million. Jeez. If they would get their system set up, we'd probably get out to 20 million today. It's crazy. All right. Anyway, so let's see here. Let's keep going. So, all right. Yeah. 1/6 of Cali adults. Exactly. All right. So yeah, still got work to do. All right. So yeah, look, this collapse in the Zillow and Redfin valuation, I'm interested in potentially buying on. But I'm really watching it. So we're gonna keep, but we are definitely past May on Zillow and Redfin right now, which is crazy. Looking at some of the other losers here, I mean, DD's obviously getting crushed. It's at like 794, very sad. Lordstown, I think, is gonna go bankrupt, especially like the longer their price goes down, the longer they are sitting down, the less money they can raise in the market, and the more screwed they get. AMD's had a nice sharp downturn here. Got Pinterest is another one that's just getting spanked right now. Look at that. We are just now crossing. Did we do it yet? No, I don't think we crossed May yet. We did not cross May yet. We did not. We are at 53.94 was May. And we're right now sitting at 54.25. So we're within 31 cents basically. 30 cents now of hitting the May low on Pinterest. It's crazy. I mean, there's some of these stocks are just very bloody right now. But I also still don't see that fear in the market yet. Got to see that fear. Sell side imbalance. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. So yeah, definitely crashing there. You just got the live stream notification? Oh, yes, yeah, so did I. I don't know. That's 13 minutes. That's so weird. I'm going to send a quick little message to see if we can speed that up. Also, firing about 15 minutes after. Click. Okay, I just sent that. You've seen the record for daily reverse repos. I know it's over, like, I believe it's over $1 trillion now, isn't it? Hold on, let me see. Daily reverse repos. I spelled that wrong. Let's see here. Do they update this daily? It does say they update this daily. Let me see. Let's take a peek. So, oh my gosh, we're at $1.1 trillion now. Oh my gosh. You know what this is, right? Like $1.1 trillion dollars in money going into repos is literally, people have so much cash, and I think people are just extracting money from the stock market, and they're sitting on the side with money. They're waiting for the blood. And by waiting for the blood, they're causing the blood. Yeah. Oh, what's up? Look at that. Shout out to financial education. Jeremy, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thanks, man. Yeah, let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Everything falling into the close here. I mean, looking at the spark lines, I don't think, is anything up into the close? Yeah, volatility. Duh. Bumble's up like a nice 9% here, but almost everything falling into the close. To me, That's not a good sign for tomorrow. Like, what's this going to mean for tomorrow with everything's rotating down? I mean, Tesla's rotating down now off days highs, TTCF rotating down off days highs, SoFi rotating down off days highs. It is a bizarro market. NEO was up higher. Now it's rotating down. Carnival, I'm still waiting for this thing to be 19 something so I could go shopping. Matterport sitting at 1411. So this is interesting. The tapering scares you. I think the tapering is going to panic the market, but I really believe the taper is going to be a good thing. And I only recently started saying that because of what the Fed said. And they basically said they are going to raise rates slower if they taper sooner. And so that makes me very excited. Super excited about that. So it personally, like, that sounds crazy because I think the market is like anti-taper, but I'm sitting here like, please be done tapering already. There's enough money in the system. There's enough. I mean, like we said, look at the reverse repos. The reverse repos is a symptom of having printed too much money. People have too much of it. They're sitting around trying to figure out what to do. So instead, they took their money and they threw it into text messaging people for a campaign in California so we could remove the establishment. Oh, sorry, that went a little ranty. Anyway, we do have Hood earnings coming up. So actually, I need to log into the terminal really quick. So let's do that. Let's listen in over here for a moment while I do that.
It really has been, Sarah, what lies ahead. And whether this dip that we had yesterday or today is a viable dip. We're down almost 400 points now on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Jonathan Krinsky, a noted chartist, was on with me yesterday suggesting don't buy this dip, pointing to weakness. As Sarah pointed out earlier, the small cap Russell 2000 is something like 8 or 9% off of its high. It was higher today. That has since rolled over.
Yes, it is possible that the taper will be more permanent than in 2018, but I also think they're going to go a lot slower than in 18. They raised rates way too fast in 18.
A little bit more than 1% now. There's been some conversation about where the semi stocks.
UFA assignment. We crashed the server, so assignments are probably a couple hours behind right now. Sorry about that, but it will come. Give it a couple hours.
In such a long period of time, you throw in concern about the Delta variant, the Fed minutes, digesting what the Fed had to say.
All right, there's our closing bell. No, I know you've been waiting for a couple. We've had this issue for a couple hours, and they just told us about 30 minutes ago that their dev team is they had their engineering team just trying to troubleshoot it, but now their dev team is on it trying to just like backdoor it for us. So we did too well, everyone. We did too well sending text. Those of you who are in, you are now even more valuable because you're exclusive. But everybody should be able to get in soonish, I hope. I'll let you know as soon as I know more.
We closed just about at session lows.
Yeah, no kidding. Look at that. The Dow fell a full 1.07%. S&P down 1.07%. Wow, they're together. And then Russell and NASDAQ down 0.84 and 0.89%. We had a shift here towards the end of the day. That's crazy. Let's go back here to look at the sticks just briefly because we've got Hood and NVIDIA. Actually, let me pull up Hood and NVIDIA really quick because those are going to be good. So let's listen in here for a second while I pull it up.
4%, Staples, healthcare, real estate, all down at the bottom of the list. The NASDAQ fared better, so you did have a little bit of outperformance there on the tech side, but still down about 0.9%. Apple, Amazon, NVIDIA, Microsoft, all weaker. Tesla was a standout performer today, and so was Netflix. But most of the other big cap tech names were lower, including NVIDIA, which reports in just a few seconds. The Russell 2000 index of small caps was higher for most of the session, couldn't hold the gains into the close as we saw that weakness.
Sarah Eisen just said that Russell couldn't keep it up. Come on, Russell. How couldn't you? Anyway, Robinhood is close 6.7% up. The options market right now. We got Victoria's Secret and Cisco as well. Do we care about Bed Bath? Somebody tell me if we care about Bed Bath earnings. But let me grab Cisco, Victoria's. I want to see that for retail sales data. I guess we'll pull up Bed Bath as well, I guess. Why not? I mean, it's not like it costs me any extra to pull it up, so I'll just do it really quick. Okay, this is going to be an interesting earnings season. Earnings session. So Robinhood right now is implying a 17.5% move in after hours. Yes, Bed Bath & Beyond is a momentum stock. That is correct. We have Cisco. Victoria's Secret and Bed Bath are all up, but we are specifically waiting for Nvidia right now and Robinhood. These are going to be big. These are both. I mean, Nvidia has just been a monster of a stock, and these earnings are going to really have to prove that it can keep up. I know, folks. I'm sorry if you're still waiting for your assignment. We broke the server. Like, there's literally nothing we can do right now. But we have complained many times, and they're expediting that solution. So if you are waiting for your assignment, I'm sorry. You might have to wait a little longer. Those of you who are in, you are more valuable for clicking right now. But y'all are doing great. You've already burned through, I think we burned through about $60,000. Yeah, we spent $60,000 in sending text messages in the last 2 hours. And that kind of broke their server. Their problem. Well, it's also my problem and your problem because we can't do anything right now for new folks, but we're working on it. Anything else? Okay, I'll check again. All right, so we've got standing by. So Nvidia is technically at 420. We have Cisco technically is 405, which is in 2 minutes. Bed Bath is at 410. Victoria's Secret is at 410. So it looks like, and then I don't know what time Robinhood's supposed to report, but it looks like it's going to be probably Robinhood first and Cisco is my guess. Oh, here we go. Hood is scheduled. Oh, no, Hood is scheduled potentially for 2 hours from now. What? I have trouble believing that. Really? 2 hours from now? Why would you wait so long? What are you hiding? By the way, make sure if you have not yet gotten your free stock with Public, go to metkevin.com/public. Get a totally free stock. It is an app that will not sell your data. And of course, if you want to socially chat, you can do so with the buys and sells you do on Public using the app. Go to metkevin.com/public for more. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so waiting here for earnings. Still waiting. Still don't have any of them out. Really? We're 1 minute away now from 105. Also, remember that 40% off coupon code for the programs on Building Your Wealth. Link down below. All come with private out live streams, which we do those every day the market's open. Wait, Robinhood's out. Second quarter results. I do not have a summary, but I can show you this page. We have total revenues increased 131% to $565 million in the second quarter compared with the second quarter of 2020. Yeah, but what about 1 to 2? That's what we want to know. Because that's going to be down, man. Transaction-based revenues increased in the second quarter compared to 2020. I want to know first quarter. Please compare it to first quarter. Loss was $464 million in the second quarter compared with income in the last, costs associated with convertibles, warrant liabilities. It's less of a loss than they had last time because I'm pretty sure they were I don't remember exactly. Second quarter, their average revenue per user was actually down to 112 from 115. I want a quarter to quarter. All right, I'm just going to scroll down because they're giving us year over year, which is like, come on. Like, nobody gives a crap right now about the year over year. Everybody cares about the quarter. This is 6 months ending, right? Robinhood does not say 3 month period. Oh no, that is 3 month period. Okay, well, what about the first quarter? Here we go. 3 months ended in, 6 months ended. Why not the first quarter? What the hell? Why would you not compare to that? I think that's not fair. They should be comparing to quarter one. I mean, I guess I could just pull up the quarter one sheet. I might do that. Let me do that really quick. It's very annoying. Robinhood, investor relations. It's going to take a second to pull that up. So let's see. I want to see how it's doing in the after hours really quick. Hood in the after hours, it's actually up 1%. But let me try to see if there's a summary notation on this. Hood. And then we can come back and maybe do a quick comparison. Okay. Yeah, it does me little good for them to compare the way they're trying to. But it's fine. I'll figure it out. Okay, yeah, Hood. Let's see. Active users, 21.3 million. Total revenue, 565. We saw that the estimate was actually 559, and it came in at 565. So that's actually a slight beat on the revenue. But it does say that right now, Robinhood falls 2% in the after hours. See seasonal headwinds, lower trading in third quarter. Robinhood revenue more than doubles. That's from year over year. Huge surge in crypto trading, but sees seasonal headwinds. Well, nobody's going to want to hear that. So, okay, let's see here. Okay, well, they make it a little difficult, unfortunately, to get these stocks. I'm going to look at the other earnings first. We might have to circle back on the Robinhood earnings, but it does look like we're falling a little bit right now. With talk about seasonal headwinds, we've got the sort of a little bit of a confusing net revenue or net income number because of warrants and liabilities, which is pretty common after you go public. Okay, Cisco just reported. Let's go Cisco, and then we'll come back. Okay, Cisco came in a Q1 revenue up 7.5 to 9.5. The estimate was 7.7, so that's slightly higher guidance. The EPS came in with a 1 cent beat. We had revenue at 13.1 billion versus the estimate of 13 billion. Cash equivalents at 24.5 billion. I did not know they had that much money. $24 billion. Good for Cisco. That's incredible. So product sales came in at 9.7 billion. Service sales came in at 3.4. Infrastructure platforms came in at 7.55 versus 7.11 estimated. That's a beat. Product revenue came in at a slight beat, 9.72 versus 9.47 expected. Security revenue came in lower at 823 versus 911 expected. So that's a miss on security and a miss on service. Service 3.41 versus 3.56 expected. So, but that is a beat though on EPS, but a slight miss on some of the individual product categories over at Cisco. Robinhood down about 3% right now in the after hours. With Cisco, let's see here. Cisco's down about 2% in the after hours as well. Okay, looking at others. Okay. Victoria's Secret not out yet. Bed Bath not out yet. And waiting for NVIDIA. I don't know if we're going to make it to NVIDIA because I've got to run to an interview. But Robinhood's seasonal headwinds resulting in lower Q3 revenue projected. Not so good. Not so good. Not so good. Steve, yes, I've been fighting this like lingering cough for like, I don't know. I think I'm on my third week or something now. The company that got an agreement with Steelcase is up 70% in the last 3 days. Steelcase signed an agreement to use their BioCloud devices, which detect COVID in the air and send an alert. Wow. Let's listen to them talk about Robinhood.
Were provided within the range of estimates in their S1, so shouldn't be too surprising. Nonetheless, Robinhood shares down more than 3.5% right now. Let me run you through the numbers. Revenue, top line, $565 million for Q2. That was in the middle of the S1 estimates that were provided, up 131%. Year over year. Transaction-based revenue up 141%. Net loss for the quarter, $502 million, largely due to that convertible note and warrants change in valuation. Contributed to some of those losses there, a large amount of losses there. EPS, a loss of 2.16 per share. Now, in terms of analyst estimates for the quarter, there aren't too many of those, so we don't typically compare to analyst estimates for companies that have recently gone public. 22.5 million net funded accounts, reiterated the number that was out there from the IPO. Now, in terms of guidance, the company did say that for the 3 months ending September 30th, so the next quarter, we expect seasonal headwinds and lower trading activity across the industry.
Yeah, this is what we talked about already regarding Hood. I want to give you all a quick update. I said we were at 4 million texts like 15 minutes ago. We are now at 4.4 million. So all of those of you who are clicking, huge shout out. Y'all are kicking because every time we refresh in the back end, we just see like the available balance of money just like plummet by thousands of dollars. And it just means y'all are kicking butt sending, and then we could see. So it's really cool. I am working on getting the rest of you the assignment though. But again, we have to wait for the company because we kind of overwhelmed them. Y'all did so well. So stay tuned. Okay, so no NVIDIA yet. Still waiting for NVIDIA. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to make it to NVIDIA coming out. So we might have to circle back on NVIDIA and some more details on Robinhood. I'll write that down. We got Hood and NVIDIA. Let's see if any other of the earnings came out right now. Bed Bath is still not out. Victoria's Secret still not out. We covered Cisco. We covered Hood so far. Seasonal headwinds. That guidance not so good on Robinhood. And it's interesting they're calling it a seasonal headwind rather than just like it's like, in my opinion, seasonal implies that it's only going down because it's, you know, back to school or whatever, right? But I think this might be more than seasonal. This could literally just be people just overall being less interested in the market compared to 2022, right? I'm sorry, compared to 2020. Get those dates right, Kevin. Redfin up about 2.68% in the after hours here. Matterport up 1.42%. Most things are just relatively mixed in the after hours here, with the exception of Robinhood, which is down about 3.11% right now. So, okay, good. We are, let's see here. KNR, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, the Steelcase contract thing, that sounds interesting. Control Energy, I don't know anything about it. But, okay, so still no earnings on some of these other headlines. Big one we're waiting for is NVIDIA, and we do not have those earnings yet. Cisco we covered, and Bed Bath Victoria's Secret still waiting. Unfortunately, I have to go to a Zoom call. It's an interview in 45 seconds, which means, unfortunately, I have to remind you to go to metkevin.com/public to get your free stock. Make sure to check out the program's link down below on Building Your Wealth. If you are waiting for a text message assignment because you watched my I Need Your Help video to help me get 20 million texts out within the next 48 hours, I hope you get an assignment within the next couple hours here. So stay tuned. Check back a little later. Also, you can follow my stories on Instagram at @MeetKevin on Instagram. And I'll make sure you're in there. Okay, I gotta go. Thank you all. Love you all. Thank you so much for your help. It's